Welcome, everyone. You're listening to the Gamer Now podcast. I'm your host, Scotty Bones. Why it's called the Gamer Now podcast? Well, you just got to keep listening and watching to find out why I call it that. If you know me personally, then you probably understand why I'm calling it the Gamer Now podcast. What we're going to talk about is gaming mostly. Might talk about some tech things, but more importantly, gaming and my crazy, insane thoughts that go on in my head right here, and, my intake on it and my input on it. So today we're going to be talking about a few things. Number one, we're going to talk about, briefly talk about the Nintendo Switch Pro, why Sony is fucking up and not supporting crossplay. We're going to talk about the new game Horizon Forbidden West, Far Cry 6, a little bit of, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X shortage, the bullshit with the Amiibo Zelda. They're charging extra for to do a, what is it, what do you call it? Fast travel, that's what it is. And then we're going to talk about a game that probably lots of people have maybe heard of, but haven't actually played the game, which is called Knockout City. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, so first let's go with the Nintendo Switch Pro. So my thoughts about that is I don't think anyone actually knows what the fuck that system is actually going to be. Yeah, I guess it's going to be a 4K 4K screen, of course, but is the game going to be in a 4K resolution, maybe upscaled to 4K? I don't think people are probably the people who don't know anything about gaming or just a casual gamer that want to pick up a Switch, don't expect PlayStation 4 or even PlayStation 5 type of graphics, because that's not what that shit's going to be. You might be lucky to get, Xbox 360 type of games on it, because the current Nintendo Switch is somewhere between PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, in my opinion. It's 720p. All games are 720p if you're lucky in docked mode. And if you're playing the thing not in docked mode, then, well, yeah. But I own the Nintendo Switch Lite just, so I can have gaming on the go, and I really couldn't give a fuck less about having another gaming system hooked up to the TV. Just don't care about that. I don't play Switch enough to actually own another gaming system to be hooked up to play on a TV. I don't care. Just give me a Switch to play on the go. I'm good. So for only $200 on the Nintendo Switch Lite, it's all good. So anyway, the Nintendo Switch Pro, what I think about that, I honestly just don't expect crazy 4K graphics, all right? Just kind of expect to do like a 4K resolution, but not, fucking PlayStation 5 type shit, all right? I have no idea how much this is going to cost. The regular Nintendo Switch costs $300. I can't imagine the PlayStation Switch Pro, the Nintendo Switch Pro costing more than that, because that would just be insane. And also, these probably aren't going to be available. So whenever they announce this stuff, probably want to go ahead and get that pre-order in, because even if you can pre-order it, because these damn sure ain't going to be available in any fucking store anywhere at all ever, if what they're saying is right, where people are saying that it's going to be available before Christmas of this year. Number one, if that's the case, if it is going to be available before this year, before Christmas, people are saying like September. No one can buy a graphics card, a fucking PlayStation 5 or a Xbox Series X. These don't exist. And when they are online, bots get them like that. So, yeah, don't expect anyone to actually own one of these things until sometime next year. So, Yeah. So that's my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch Pro. So let's talk about the Sony crossplay. This is this is some bullshit. So in the beginning, as you remember, Sony didn't want to do crossplay. They just wanted to opt out of that. Like publishers were going out and saying, "Hey, we're going to do crossplay with Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch." And Sony's like, "Nah, bro, we're not all about that shit. Fuck all you." And then everyone got their pitchforks out and we're like, "Sony, the fuck are you doing? Why aren't you doing crossplay? We want to be part of this so I can play my friends on PC or another platform so they don't have to buy the game or actually the system just to play with me." And Sony's like, all right, fine, we'll do it. But then there were court documents in this epic trial that were going on, right? These court documents said something to the effect of, "Hey, publisher publishing Game X. Game X wants to publish their game, and the publisher wants to do crossplay. Everyone wants to do crossplay, right? And then it goes to Sony, and Sony's like, oh, hey, yeah, I heard you guys want to do that Cricity crossplay. Ooh, well, you see, there's a fee for that. You want to do crossplay, pay us thousands and thousands of dollars for that game to come over here and be crossplay. Because if you don't pay us, we're going to lose lots of money because we think that that game won't be purchased as much on our platform than your platform. So money talks and go fuck yourself. Fuck you, pay me. That's what that is. So if you're an indie developer and you want your game crossplay on PlayStation, that ain't going to be viable for you because you're just going to be able to do the crossplay between Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PC. Because Sony's going to come in there and rape you in the ass and be like, fuck you, pay me. This is anti-consumer and really fucked if Sony is going to continue to do this type of bullshit, okay? That's insane to me. What's next? We got Horizon Forbidden West. So that game looks fucking amazing. They released the gameplay footage, not trailer CGI shit, which is like what 90% of these motherfuckers are doing when they have a new game. It's a fucking trailer of CGI. This is what I cannot stand in the gaming industry, right? A new game comes out, there's a fucking trailer of nothing but CGI, zero gameplay. Hey, if I wanted to watch a trailer, I'd go watch a movie at the movie theater, and that's that. I don't want your fucking CGI trailer. If I wanted to watch a movie, I'd go watch a fucking remake of a superhero movie that's an animated version in the movie theater, okay? I don't give a fuck. Make your trailer have at least half gameplay, half CGI. If you're going to show what the story is going to be like, then when the main character is talking, show gameplay, and then go back to the CGI trailer, okay? I want gameplay, okay? Gameplay. I mean, that's number one. But it's great that they released like a half hour's worth of gameplay, or close to it, for that game. It looks fucking great. Now, if you watch it on the live stream, go ahead and watch it on the YouTube channel because it's way better in 4K because they uploaded the 4K onto the YouTube channel, and watching it in 4K, it's fucking great. Yeah, it looks like a fantastic game. If you've ever played the first one, definitely this is a hands down no-brainer to get this game because it looks fucking amazing. Yeah, it's also for the PC. If you have never played the game and don't even own a PlayStation, go get it on the PC. You can do it. It's great. What's next? We got Far Cry 6. So, Far Cry games. I wasn't really a fan of most of the Far Cry games. Far Cry 1 and 2, I didn't even know they existed. And then Far Cry 3 came out. I'm like, oh, this looks like a cool game. Never ended up playing it. Or I played like, I don't know, like a half an hour's worth back in the day and just called it quits because I'm an idiot and like I don't play a lot of my games. But anyway, recently, about a year ago or less, they did like a remaster of Far Cry 3. That's a fucking fantastic game. Like Far Cry 3, if you're going to play any Far Cry game, play 3. Don't fuck around with Far Cry 4, Far Cry 5. I tried to play Far Cry 4, just didn't really get into it. So I just said, fuck that game. And Far Cry 5 is like some cult shit. Your character doesn't even talk. It's a mute character. Okay. I'm not going to play your game if your character has zero depth, doesn't talk. Sorry, that's not for me. I don't care how good the game is. If your character doesn't talk, no, not playing it. Go fuck yourself. But Far Cry 6, okay. This game looks fucking amazing. Your character is a real character that talks, and it's it looks like, just watch the fucking trailer with actual gameplay, I might add. Gameplay footage, fucking great. So yeah, there's that. Look it up. They have a fucking gun that plays CDs, then shoots the CDs at the person. I don't know if it's a deadly gun, but I saw it hit the character and they fall over. I don't know if they die or not, but that there's some crazy fucking weapons in that game, and that's what Far Cry is about. Crazy, fucked up weapons. All right, let's get to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X shortage. I mean, I don't even know why I put this as a talking point. It's just fucked. You're not going to get one of these systems if you don't own them already, unless you're going to buy it from a scalper, which don't fucking do. Fuck the scalpers. They don't need their fucking money, so fuck them. Okay? The only way that I would suggest is if the scalper is selling it for the price that you would pay for it in the store. If they're selling it for $500 and it's sealed and everything, maybe, but I would just, the cognitive wheels would turn and be like, was this stolen? Am I going to boot this up and someone is going to ban it because it's a stolen? I don't know. It seems fairly suspect to me. I don't even know when you'll be able to walk into a store and be like, hey guy, let me get the PlayStation 5 that's on the shelf. And also let me get the Xbox Series X that's on the shelf. Let me get that. Because that probably ain't going to happen, Captain, for a minute. Sony was like actually just saying that, yeah, that's not going to happen until 2022. So you don't have one right now. Don't really worry about it because there's no games that are available for it right now. Anyway, there's no PlayStation 5 only games. There's no Xbox Series X only games. I think Dark Souls is the only game that's available for the PlayStation 5 that you can buy. That's PlayStation 5 only. And the game that came with it, Astro's Playroom thing, I don't know. But really, developers are kind of looking at this like, okay, lots of people don't have our gaming system. So if we put a PlayStation 5 only game or an Xbox Series X only game, who's going to buy it? Like, not too many people are going to be able to purchase it. So we got to dial this shit back and just kind of like make a game that's backwards compatible, because all of our systems are backwards compatible. So make a game that's up to snuff for PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, and then just kind of dial down the resolution and dial down the frame rate a little bit so they can play on the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. So that's what developers are going to be doing for the next year, 2 years, I want to say. So The fuck can you do, man? All right, so now we're gonna do the Amiibo bullshit that Nintendo was doing. I'm not really into Zelda games, and there's this particular Zelda game that it's a remake master of a 10-year-old Zelda game that came out on the Wii 10 years ago, and they're putting it on the Nintendo Switch for full price, $60. What? That's like Nintendo saying, "Hey, you want to play the new Super Mario Brothers 3 that was new 30 years ago? You want to play that game? Fuck you, pay me." Yeah, that's not happening. No one's paying $60 for a 10-year-old game. I don't know. Some motherfuckers who play Zelda, I guess, are. I'm not one of those people. Sorry. I'm not your demographic. I actually have never played any Zelda game ever. Mind blown. Yeah. I don't care for RPG games, and I never did back in the day when I was a kid, so that's that. I don't care. But so what they're doing is they're charging full price for that game, okay? And they're the amiibos, these things that are, it's a caricature, a physical caricature. I don't know, whatever they're called. So those are $25. The regular amiibos are like $15. So they're almost double the price of a regular amiibo. And what it does is it grants you fast travel, right? It grants you fast travel anywhere in the game. So apparently there is fast travel, but not everywhere in the game. Like you could be, I guess, inside of a dungeon or whatever the fuck, and you could activate fast travel. You take the amiibo and you like just put it on the Nintendo Switch and magic shit happens, and then you just fast travel to wherever the fuck you want to go. So that's apparently what it does for $25. Excuse me? $25 to fast travel? First of all, your game is $60, okay? I don't give a left nut fuck. I'm not buying that shit. Like, even if I was a hardcore Zelda fan, I would not be buying that shit. Because fuck you. I'm not. So 60 plus 25. 6, 7, 8, $85 for that fucking game to fast travel. If you want the full experience of that game, you have to pay $85 for a 10-year-old game. Knock knock. Who's there? Go fuck yourself. That's who. Okay. Nintendo and these corporations are going too fucking far with the bullshit that they're trying to pull to gamers. This might work for teenagers or little kids who don't know too better, and they're like, "Hey, mommy, I need this thing to play the video game." And then their fucking mom, whoever, "Sure, I'll buy the game for you, little Mikey. Great, here you go." Cool. Great. But real gamers who are aware of what goes on in the gaming community can fuck off. They're pretty kind of pissed at Nintendo for doing such a ridiculous, stupid thing. Fuck, man. I don't even fucking play the game and I'm kind of pissed at that. That's fucked up. God damn. But anyway, what's next on the list here? Oh yeah. A game that you've probably heard of, but probably have not played is Knockout City. Don't sleep on Knockout City, okay? If you're a fan of, I don't know, Rocket League, or any type of 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3 type of arena games, this would be for you, okay? So this game is like, for the full everything version, to get all the cool shit, the expensive version, it's only $30 or $20 for the game, and then $30 for the expanded cool shit that you get for your character, all that kind of good stuff. So that's what you get with that game. It's only $20, but I've already posted this after there was something called Block Party. It was free for a week. They said 10 days, but it was a week. I fucking lied there. Yeah. But anyway, that's besides the point that they lied. The point is that this game is fucking awesome. It's a dodgeball game. Has anyone else made a dodgeball game in the history of gaming? I know some of you are probably like, Fortnite did it. I don't know. Did they? I'm hearing mixed reactions or mixed stories that they did a dodgeball on Fortnite. I don't know. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I don't play Fortnite. That's horseshit. But a dodgeball game that everyone knows of? No one's made a fucking dodgeball game. This game is fucking fantastic. I went and played a demo or a beta back in March or April and played it with my friends. They had a couple of maps to play and it was fucking great. You choose your character and how am I going to explain this? Okay, so you pick up dodgeballs. Everyone starts. If it's like a three versus three game, and they start at different ends of the map. Okay, and you grab dodgeballs. You got to find dodgeballs throughout the map, and there's different types of dodgeballs as well that you can grab. And they do different things when you grab them. There's just the regular dodgeball, right? That you just pick up and throw at the person. There's a cage dodgeball where you can throw the dodgeball at the person. It puts them in a cage and they can't do anything. So you grab the ball and you just fucking throw it. You can throw them off the map and then they just die. Okay. But the people do have hang gliders because you can jump and then hang glide off of like rooftops and stuff like that. You can hang glide, which is pretty cool. And then there's other types of ball where there's like a football type of dodgeball, and what it does is it's a sniper ball. So you charge it up before you throw it because this is how you throw the ball in the game. You charge it up, and then when you're about to throw it, you press the other button and it throws the ball. So this locks on to the target as a sniper. You throw the ball, and the red line goes to the person. Boom. They die. There's a moon ball. You grab the moon ball and you can jump like you were on the moon, like high as fuck, and then just throw the ball at the person up wherever the fuck you are. Just me explaining it doesn't really do the justice. You got to fucking play the game. Oh, yeah. And in the beginning of the match, right, if you can't find a ball and you're near your teammates, press a button, you turn into the ball when your teammates can grab you and then throw you at the teammate. So how it works is you have 2 hits before you die. So if you get hit once, you go thwack, thwack. And it sounds just like you got hit by a ball in real life. Like it has that dodgeball effect where in real life you get hit by a dodgeball. It has that, I can't even do the sound, but you play the game. It sounds like back in the day when you were in high school and you played dodgeball, that ping, thwong, whatever the fuck it is, where you got hit by the ball. It sounds fucking so satisfying when you hit someone. And when they get hit once, you can grab the ball again and then hit them a second time. If your teammate hits them for the second time, you get an assist for that. It's such a fucking fun and great game. And playing it with friends makes it even better. 1 versus 1, if you're going to play online with a random, I would suggest playing 1 versus 1 because you still play in the same map. The maps are not huge, but not small. It's like they're like mid-sized maps. And for 1 versus 1, so what happens there is you're in the same map. It starts out like, regular. But as you're playing the game, the map closes in on you. Like there's this fucking force field that closes in on you, right? It just starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So if you go outside of that little force field, you die for I think it's more like 3 or 4 seconds. If you go outside of that, you'll die. And then the other person gets the point. And whoever gets to 3 first wins that round. And then whoever gets wins the game. So it's like you have 3 rounds. Whoever wins out of those 3 wins the game. Okay. But it makes the other person in this particular 1 versus 1 match, it makes the person look for the other person. There's no like camping in this game. At least in 1 versus 1. There's no camping where, oh yeah, I got the ball. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this motherfucker to come around the corner. I'm just gonna throw it at him. Because if you do that, the map's gonna come in on you, and you're just gonna fuck yourself. So you have to go and physically go and look for that person to find them and hit them. Okay. Yeah, it's just a fantastic game. So I encourage anyone to go out and get this game. The block party, which was free for a week, is actually over now, but you can still play the game for free. Download the game for free, and you can get up to 25. What is it? You get your rank. Once you get to 25, the game will stop and ask you to pay for it. Now, this is not a free to play game, right? Because it doesn't make you grind to get the random shit after a match, right? It's fairly easy to level up, and they give you cool shit, like in-game money or in-game currency to buy stuff on the store. They give you random things for your character, kind of like just like in Rocket League, you get random stuff for your car. If you like Rocket League, I don't know how you could not like this game, because all of my friends who have played this game play Rocket League, and I actually told them about this game a while back before the beta came out. And I'm like, yo, this game called Knockout City. We got to try this game because we play Rocket League, and this game looks very similar to that game. So this looks legitimate, but don't sleep on Knockout City. That's all I got to say. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that stuff right now. So I don't know what I'm gonna be doing with this podcast for the next, this might be like a weekly thing. So the stuff that I talk about is gonna be from the entire week that goes by. Probably do this like on the weekend, once every weekend or something like that, and then post it every like Saturday or Sunday and talk about all the bullshit in gaming that happened throughout the week. And then I'll just fucking complain about it or tell you good things about it. I want to leave on a positive note, which is why I talked about Knockout City last. Because that's, like I said, just go fucking play it, go download it, whatever the fuck system you have. It's cross-play. If you have PlayStation, they allow crossplay on that, so don't worry about that. The game company is not paying me to say any of this shit, okay? I'm not like promoting them. They're not giving me fucking money to say anything about that shit. So, okay, I'm just telling you, it's a sleeper hit. Not too many people are gonna seek out this game because they're not really promoting the shit out of it like they would with like a AAA game. So yeah, that's what I'm probably going to be doing every week for a gaming podcast. And if you want me to talk about like other shit like tech stuff, but that's why I'm calling this the Gamer Now podcast, because we're talking about gaming now. And I'm spelling it GAMERNAU, specifically because of, well, if you know who I am, you know why I'm doing this. Anyway, that's that. Deuces.